Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.
Welcome back to the StarLadder Minor Qualifiers into Map 2 between Luminosity and the Quest. I'm the Eternal J. I'm taking you through today's proceedings. In our first best of 3, the first map has gone the way of the Brazilians, and it's not even their map pick. They were the ones who decided on Dust 2, and Inferno has already gone their way, which does suggest the idea of this being a 2-0. I do think it's probably going to happen as well. I mean, this has not been a great map for the likes of the Quest in the past. They've played it in the close qualifiers a few different times. They've lost it all 3 times against Lazarus, Bad News Bears, and E United. This is all during the closed and open qualifiers. Starting off on the T side with early shots coming in from Neckers. Gets that first alongside Henning with the crossfire. Bomb being dropped and already the pistol going the way of the Luminosity side. One trade back. Spongy looking for his second kill as well. Potentially we're going to find a bit more out here. Voltage out towards that mid position. Going to hold out for a hero. Steel will fall back eventually, trying to concede the map control. Spongy caught off guard. USP still gets the kill, and that leaves the B-bomb site a little bit open. Lucas has pushed aggressive, and he'll be out towards T-spawn in order to try and backstab together against the T-side forces, but little does he know that he's left a big gap open for them to move through mid. Henny will finally catch his second kill. Voltage down, and Snakes will be watching out from the face-in through the mid position. Eventually trying to track off Lucas back here. Taps on taps for the brothers as they make their way inside. Snakes receiving damage. And eventually 75 points, don't forget, tagged up as Spongy now watches on with a low HP player. Does take down one quick kill. USB shots, and Spongy does get his 4K. A fantastic recovery from him as LG starting things off on the right foot, but in the end could not quite get to the round that they needed. Up once again. Oh, Lucas up against Snakes and Exceed, and we'll get trading back on the part of Voltage here. Smokes down from Grim to try and hold on to the bomb site control, but again, Quest have lost the man advantage. Neckers, what are you doing? Why didn't you duck out the way? DC potentially is back to 3 versus 3 with control for LG now slipping out of their grasp. Bolts get sprayed up. Grim takes him down. Steel and Henny, last 2 players remaining back over towards the tunnels. It looks like, yeah, there will be a technical pause called out by Luminosity. That possibly could have been their round returned. As it stands, though, Quest hold on to control. Not much they still can do from here. Again, just trying to hold back and save the Kevlar more than anything else. Yeah, the disconnection from Neckers really costed them. Of course, the official rules state that this round can't be re-ran. But it is official. It's confirmed. But of course, the technical issue will still try to think and get the man back in. Try to think and keep all 5 players in the server for Luminosity. Trying to say, obviously, don't want to play 5-on-4 for this next one because that could be disastrous. Going back for a little bit of time, waiting for the DC to be rectified by Luminosity. Now though, the Quest will be happy that whole thing came through, because it looked like for a moment they may have just lost control of that round. The 2 Deagle shots coming in from Lucas, again able to frag back, do the damage, and that would be the 3rd time in this series that they would have conceded the conversion off the back of the pistol to Luminosity. The 3rd pistol they would have won, and no advantage gained off the back of it. It's like, virtually makes the pistol useless on Quest's part. So I guess you could say they gifted a lifeline in that regard. Here he is. Welcome back, Neckies. We get ready to go into the eco now for the CT forces for the moment for Luminosity. Okay, so whenever they're ready, they can move straight in. But it's chill, we can sit here for a little bit longer. So here we go. We're going to get back underway with the eco round coming in from Luminosity. Nice force by a conversion, almost went their favour, but obviously. Nades in, starting off damage done to Grim, and it actually goes down to the nade stack of Luminosity. Good start on the eco. Rifle can get picked up. Snakes tries to get training, but still comes up with a CZ spray. And again, looks like the upgraded pistols might actually do some significant damage for Luminosity. Oh, sweet irony. If they win the conversion and then lose the following eco. Well, Xseed will get out still, open up the B bomb site now for the T side line. Spokes come back in, flashes over, Xseed controls. Tries to hold down the line here. AK spray on Pulse, tries to take him down for HP, he stays alive though, and the bomb will be secured eventually by the Quest side. Sprays up, smokes down, flashes inland from the CTs, allow the peaks to come forward, spray up, Lucas takes out one, Bolt trying to tap on through, XE goes falling, he's the last man standing, taps on taps, and Lucas now with an SMG switching out to the Galil. And the AK eventually found out by the man. Voltage in a lot of trouble now. AK headshot's going to count. He does take out Henny. 1 versus 1 with a 3K up for Lucas. He sprays dramatically and he gets the round. Luminosity with the eco. Taking their first on a CT board at the expense of Quest. The rebuys will come back in for the Quest, obviously. Flash into the short position. Grim going to try and take first face against Neckies. In fact, all the T-side players are going to go straight in. And Henny with there, the AWP back down, flashes over, catches them completely blind. Bolts coming in, sprayed down. It does line up for Grim with the first kill, but Neckies gets one on the way out. Henny with the AWP giving up his position. The T-side players continue to push into the A bomb site. Flashes over. Incendiary's down. XE does get a plant down at the back of the bomb site. 4v4 retake coming in, and Bolt still heavily tagged up on the long face. Not the only man on the long face though, still going to take the forward position, and Lucas will get taken out eventually. A burst coming in from Steel, trying to find a gap in the smoke, but can't quite find a player. Looks like the Quest's fast execute is going to work out well for them, as Luminosity do get forced off angle. Henny with the orb hammer, ready for a second phase, spots the head. Man exiting out towards the short position, but misses his shot and falls back for it. The third will be on the T-side board of Quest. Can't let Luminosity get away too easily on this one. And alas, they will hold on to one here. Quick plays to the mid position for Quest, try and take mid control. Nades in from Lucas and also from Steel will be at the ready for the longhouse. Nice smoke there for Snakes to gain some sort of control out towards the short position. AK up for Snakes in towards short, will gain some more control for Quest, held back by the smokes of LG. Flashing towards the B-bomb site, meanwhile Sponge going to make his way in, one man there to defend against it, and Bolts is spotted out, this time sprayed up, damage done to Exceed at the very least. Now rotations in from Nekis, he's the only man to respond with a Deagle. Cross in from Voltage, nice and easy for him. Plant down to the corner, and Nekis trying to trade something back, nothing will come through for the lone CT, and it might be another save call here for LG with the rifles. 5-on-4 retake to the B-bomb site, one of the more infamous ones to hold. One of the more infamous ones to retake, I should be saying there for the LG squad. Especially on a 5-on-4, not quite the best scenario, so. This will be 4 for the Quest. After LG were poised to try and start fighting back. Might not be able to get away so easily this time. The CT timeout comes in. I think the first one that Luminosity have called so far in this series. Certainly wouldn't surprise me how dominant that first map was from them. Wasn't overly dominant, but it was very confident throughout most of it. A follow-up timeout connected by the Quest as well. Okay. Responding like for like. AK's in, AUG out for Exceed and LG. The A bomb site on 3 players, including the SMG brought down by Nekis. Another heavy investment round for them, obviously with the rifles being saved. Allowing the lost bonus to build up, but these rifles not getting much done in the way of the actual rounds here for LG. This time the Quest taking a much more passive stance in this round. I guess they're expecting that all to be towards the mid position, but no one really is covering it out from LG. They've got one man watching the back of Platt. AWP on Henny. One man over towards the B doors as well, watching in from the second mid, CT mid position. Making sure the T's don't get control here. Quest, however, working in towards what looks to be a long death setup. That might be good for Steel and Neckers. Steel out the corner, ready to take first face, and as soon as he sees some players, just falls right back, and Neckers can take the spray down. Get loads of kills and loads of money. All comes up to how much damage Steel can do from here. Smokes are up, counter nades come back in, will land deep. Do damage to Grim, flashes counteracting, and the AUG will try swing out wide. Neckers ready and waiting, and headshot comes in, spray that for the next man. Xseed will take him down. Neckers does get down one frag of his own right. Xseed there for the trade of the double kill. They have spotted the bomb rotations will be called in. Lucas with the AUG just holding back passive and waiting. 30 seconds left. The teams might want to consider the rotate here. They've got to go now if they want to do it. The smokes coming up towards short. They are going to commit. All up to Lucas. If he drops this bomb, it might be round over. 17 seconds. Bolts there towards the cross. Takes the first man. Xseed distracted. Will drop it for a second time. And Spongy last man remaining. Does trade back. Might secure the bomb plant here, but a 1 versus 3 for him. Chicken from Bolts going for the Kelly shot. And Spongy extremely slow. Bolts in. CT cross disappearing through the smoke as the smoke itself also dissipates. Not spotting as now the AWP gets towards short. Spongy just playing a very careful and slow game. Facing, peeking. Trying to find information, not giving up anything of his own right. Taps up Henny's now. The information gained by Bolts. Flicks back to the headshot. And eventually he ends up with his 2K. The defuse will come through for Luminosity as they get the second on the CT board.
Counter-terrorists win.
Orps in on Henny and Voltage here for the rebuy back from both sides. Obviously the Quest trying to hold on to their lead. Luminosity trying to bring themselves within one step of getting that lead. Equalising it for the moment. Still 2 rounds for that CT side to get there at the moment. Their investment is heavy and their economy is low. Flashes in, Orps out. Grim starts to look up with his teammate. Snakes will take contact eventually, the bomb being on the back of Grim, so better not let him push forward first. They drop that bomb out towards CT spawn, then that might just be a round over right there, but more carefully than that one. Smoke's down. Incendiary's back, going to try and force Quest not to face. If they had a nade in towards short right now, then that could be even more damage, but Steel still holding back passive. Incendiary's comes back in as he does put some Incendiary's back down of his own right. Spray comes through, he barely gets away alive, and the damage will come back in against the T-side down the AWP. Henny finally strikes with the opening kill on Snakes. Back in with the second man, looks on the wall short, gets Grim. Steel is dealt with, but Henny's still here alongside Lucas. Spray in from the M4, gets 1 towards long, and now a 2 versus 4. Spongy and Voltage. Up and out with Neckies, also looking out for the T-side player. Headshot angle spotted, burst on through. The heads will be landed by Neckies and Lucas. 2 kills for Lucas, 2 for Henny as well, the AWP. Fantastic defensive posted up by him, even when his teammates were going down. Luminosity get a 3rd with AKs to spare and everything.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
There should be 1 more buy coming in for the Quest as well. The money line just about lines up for it, but it will be quite difficult to get Grim and Voltage up with rifles. Might be an SMG. Could also be a half buy. No, AWP dropped out and missed it immediately. Voltage will get that AWP out, but Glass Cannon in this round. So yeah, sacrifices had to be made here for the Quest. Voltage getting that AWP out exclusively so we can get towards the A site and get the opening pick here. Will he be able to get it out towards the corner quickly enough? Yes, he will. He takes that Lucas. Starting off for the Quest. Frag down, man down for the CT side. The AWP Henny ready for the next face out towards the long position, or the short position, and Spongy immediately backs off to the Incendiary. Good call. Would have run straight into a 50 cal otherwise, and he would have died. Incendiary's back, Molotov's down. Bolts with a nade, this could do a lot of damage. Not as much, actually, landing a bit high. face up towards Long as Steel gets caught off guard out in the open. XC with a secondary kill, now turns it to a 2-man advantage as Grim locks up the trade on Bolts to keep that man advantage all to the favour of the T side. Henny also up on a bomb site, completely isolated and alone. As the Quest start things off fantastically with the aggressive face towards Long, not going well for Luminosity. AWP getting there faster from the Quest side. And Neckage with no choice but to save with the AK. Only one trade coming in, the double AWP saved out by the Quest side. Interesting they'll go for the double AWP setup here on the T side. I mean, again, it's not a common setup. Fifth on the board for the T's. AK in for Exceed, of course 3 HP, the one man that got tagged the lowest out of all the T-side players. Meanwhile, on Luminosity's board, the money just about kicking about to get themselves a buy up here. It will be a very hard buy though. Might even half buy around the rifle that they have saved. Nope, in the end the M4's AWP's coming back in, they drop some weapons between them. They do get all 5 rifles. No Kevlar for Henny though. Very limited utility as well for the rest of the CT forces. He'll get himself out towards the mid face. Boost up coming in, potentially might be able to find a frag. Oh, spots out the man towards the suicide area. Steel now, flashing, smoking his way in. Luminosity playing extremely carefully about this. They can see the long control, like, yeah, we'll just bait in your utility. We haven't got enough to contest against you with the full buy. The damage done to XC to start things off is a good opener for Luminosity, but not quite a kill just yet. They concede B-site control, realizing that long control has been established by the Quest. A bit of a gamble play as well. If they had that bomb pushing in with the second player as well towards the B bomb site, then that would probably be round over already. They'll want to contest it from Luminosity, and eventually Nekis will push back in. 2 players also covering off mid, flash in for Lucas. Press on the first and connects into the second as well. Spongy missing the face, can't catch him. They rotate back away, and Nekis will be able to hold down B bomb site from the tunnels alone. Which you can see that mid control to his defensive line as well, so only the CTs here on the A bombs that defend against it, and Snakes fortunately is moving up to challenge. Bolts is here on boost spot corner. Snakes in with the Krieg. Up on cross. Smoke does not bloom in time. Snakes goes down with Spongy training out one towards the short position. This might be a chance to strike, but in the end, Bolt swings out on towards Voltage with Spongy, the last man left. Ace clutch for the lone T-side player. Got 2 CTs in his back line. Might be able to isolate this kill on the likes of Bolts with the M4. Facing in, damage being done, and Nekis now a chance to face up, spray down, and get the 4th on the board for Luminosity here. The double setup stays in play for Bolts and Henny. Nades up, down towards the long house, trying to force the T-side out of here. Spray in, almost takes out Snakes. In the end, Lucas could just hold on to this position, just hold the control. Quest will move in. All 5 players stacked up here on the Eco. It's just upgraded pistols, PT-50s and Deagles and Tech 9s as well. Lucas with the flashbang trying to keep him at bay. Burst comes in from his teammate over in Bolts, pushed up aggressive. Deagle up, and Exceed does take him down. So opening frag for the upgrade pistol. Lucas trades it back, looks into the second and the third, running out of ammo. The damage being done here, but sprayed back in from Nekis, takes out 2 more. Now the last man left is Snakes. Steel takes him, and we're all evened up. Orps in for Exceed, catches Nekis going aggressive. Bolt's ready for aggression coming out from the T-side line, but Luminosity can see in that first frag, the trade of war. I like the idea of going in towards the B tunnels via the mid position, but you've got to get some smokes out down to the doors. AWP facing in from Henny, he does trade back on voltage, so one trade found, but the Molotov trying to hold down the short control as he goes for an escape route. Back to the A-bomb site and a 4 versus 4. Orb still in play for Exceed as well. Now getting him into B control, still Zera. Out onto Grim, spray back in from Bolts, takes out Snake, still he's traded back, and Bolts last man left on the bomb site. Back up is rotating in, and one man still on the scaffolding, could be traded back so easy. Sponge on 10 points of health, barely trying to hold on, and all the bullets go around him, he stays alive. Smokes that are ready, boosting up on Lucas. Oh my god, look how close those bullets are landing. As the bomb makes his way in, Bolts is watching, checks an Exceed, eventually turns around and drops that AWP, leaving it all left to Spongy. As Lucas takes him, it will be a lead game by Luminosity. Took a bit of time to get there, but the quest couldn't hold on against the incoming CT forces. Timeout will be called by the T side. Oh. Look at those odds. I mean, to be fair, decent pattern recognition will be able to recognize the fact that this is where, you know, the even standing scoreline comes up. And if you take a look at the last map, how that one went, you know, we saw trades back and forth between LG and Quest until eventually LG just started pulling away and running away with the map. So I can understand the definition and the reasoning behind these odds. But this is also for the rest of the best of 3 as well. So you also got to understand that, yeah, this is also for this map and the next one, which the Quest will have to win as well in order to win out against Luminosity. So high money line, higher risk. Potentially high reward if you want to make a better GG.bet. Quick hit out from the T side of the Eco Execute. And Necky's easy frags. Easy kills. Still comes up with 2 of his own right. Point blank in towards the tunnels. 7 on the board for Luminosity. A lot of damage coming in against the CT line of steel. Once again, 47 points of health for utility alone from the Quest side as they grass is standard. AUG on steel, still watching back over Exceed. Grim and Snakes up and over, burst in from him. Neckies gets 2 more in trade though, lining up on Snakes. The Molotov back on Grim in a 4 versus 3 scenario gained by Luminosity. Neckies close range, Spongy. The face up, takes him down. 3-on-3 scenario is still also spotted out, sprays back to get the damage and keep the man advantage available for Luminosity, but he's the only man left on B. If Quest wanted to go over in the mid to B wraparound, it will be pretty successful. Both Orbs facing here against Henny. And Henny not giving up his position, not just yet at least. Smokes down from the T-side forces, gives room to breathe for the Orpa, and Steel will face him for his 2nd kill. Order voltage. 1 man left, bomb plant. 40 seconds for the retake of LG. Flashes over. AUG rotating alongside Lucas with the AK-47. Also here towards the tunnels, both players ready to face up. Voltage checking out CT, on towards the next man, spots him, taps him up. 1v1 left for the 3K, and Lucas, no utility, he's got to go to his kill, knows where Voltage is coming in from, checks it, but does not see the peak coming out. He's run out of time. Smoke on to the bomb now. Trying to isolate this frag real quick on towards corner. Molotov in against him. The defuse going to come through. He's got to stick the full 5 seconds at this stage. And Voltage, nice out. Oh, he just about gets it. 3 kills on the clutch scenario. Will go up in smoke, but he does get the 6th for the Quest squad. It's a bit late to the party there for the Luminosity retake. Way too far ticked down. Double op up in play for LG. 3 AUGs are the full scopes out for the CT side. Straight in, AWP in for Voltage, and Necky's getting caught off guard. Out towards the mid phase, not even looking the right way, and Quest holding their own here. This tactical has done wonders for them. Fragging back to try to take the lead at the end of the T side half here against the Luminosity side. One player on bomb site to defend, Steel coming in from mid to B. The B doors in particular. Flashbangs from Voltage, and Snakes moves up. AWP on the backstab though. Henny going to find a gap to work with. XE would trade back on Lucas. The AWP tries to spot out the bomb partner. Will catch up another man though. And Grim's not ready. They have no idea what his AWP is. They will know now. And Snakes tries to adjust. He will deal with Henny. Finally, maintain order here for the T side line. XE comes up with a trade spray up for the first man. Not quite the second. Spongy there. Easily deals with bolts. If Henny had stayed alive with that AWP in the back line, then maybe they could have held a bit more harassment, could have thrown the T side into complete discoordination. Last round of the half up. Luminosity with a force investment. Quest with a standard buy. Mac 10 in for Grim. Obviously not ideal, but they will have the SMG for the rifles as standard as well. Straight nades in. Lucas and Henny taking damage, but Lucas comes up with the opening kill. Traded back, and Bolts falls out towards lower tunnels. Necky's there with the Deagle up close. Smokes up against him. Will he spot Spongy? Yes, he will. We'll take him down. Meanwhile, A-side control established by the Quest. One SMG and an AK picked up the face back for the retake. 3v3. At least they have that much going for them on Luminosity. No defuse kit though, so it's still going to be very difficult. Flashes in, crossfire, locked up, and AK. 2 quick frags. And Steel, last man standing out towards long. Dealt with by Snakes. It will be an 8-7 half for the Quest, starting things off on the good foot, kind of falling to pieces during the mid part of the half. And in the end, gaining control at the very last second above Luminosity. But still, they call Dust 2 a T-sided map for a reason. Luminosity have had their fair share of good T-sides in the past. Let's see if this will be one of them. Utility in for Henny, dropping the P250, the raid boss for Bolts. Take early mid phase to try and tackle some players up towards that mid position in the B doors, and the mid doors, excuse me, Voltage. Doing damage to 2 in, but Bolts will just see 15 points of health. Still, Steel will lead the charge with Bolts on that P250, ready to get picked up by any one of the T-side players as they face up. The clock in for Necky's, moving on towards Grim. Taps for the Snake, takes the first man down. Necky's will give her a headshot back, thinks up one, takes another, looks for Grim as well, and he tries to get his damage done. Eventually going to get overwhelmed. Snakes comes up with a kill of his own. 2 headshots found by the P2K, and it's a 4-on-2. Make it 3. Bomb out in the open. The T's know this as much as Quest do. And a backstab also coming in from XE may catch off the likes of Henny. They have to force the issue here towards the A-bomb site. Flashes in. And good tap from Spongy, leaving Bolts alone. Grim finish things off, but Snakes with 3 kills, the main man of the defensive line. Holding the pistol and holding control for the Quest. Scouts brought up on 2 players down to the mid position, try and take out the first couple of players. They will get damage on the Snakes and Spongy. It's not too uncommon for the Quest to get the pistols, as we've seen so far in this series. They have lost 2 of the 3 conversion rounds they've had so far. So Luminosity still a decent chance here. Smoke's going to clear. Snake's in trouble and actually does not get taken down. He falls back away over to CT spawn instead. Meanwhile, the T's have aggressed out towards long without the CTs really taking any sort of challenge against it. Grim will go down as a result. Deagle's up, Smoke's back in from Lucas, and re-smoke down as well from Neckies. Ooh, that lands a bit short of the marker. Flashbang will try getting past the cross, spotting out 2 CT players. Lucas gets the headshot, and Henny comes in with a scout shot, still on towards Snakes, leaving Exceed alone. 1v5 out towards mid, and this has been a disaster for the Quest. As the upgrade forced by round gets all 5 alive for Luminosity. What a disaster for the Quest, as again, they get their pistol, they lose their conversion. And we've seen so many times in this series alone where Luminosity have been able to take control off the back of that. A 3rd timeout called by the Quest. Flashbangs over from the CT forces. Scouts still in play for Luminosity. Bolt's getting ready for the opening kill. Lands on Voltage for the first face. Next man up. No damage done. Still facing it to do a bit more. Expecting more players to push out from Xbox. Expecting one man to be back there behind that corner. But in the end, no more mid face from the CT side. B face coming in from LG though. Steel and Henny. Pushing up towards the B tunnels. Not catching anybody in the likes of Voltage in particular. Back there ready and waiting. Control comes out towards long. Neckies not giving up anything. Backed up by one more as they slowly start to face up against the likes of Exceed. Just finally, vision being gained up by the Deagles here. USP of Exceed trying to try and back as Neckies now support in. Sprays it on 2, takes them down. Triple kill kind of lined up by Steel instead. And Grim also dealt with towards the short player. So 1 versus 5 left for Voltage. And Bolts finishes the job. 9-9, Luminosity all even up again against the eco of the Quest though. 2 rounds lost bonus, not quite enough to get the buy-in here for the CT line. I imagine it'll be eco or half buy down to $2,000. The heavy invest will come through from Luminosity one more time, keeping 5 players alive. Steel, Molotov in. Oh, actually could get caught off guard. Well, that's 1 kill for Grim. Sees that up close, and M4 picked up as well. That's actually a pretty decent pickup for the CT side. Will they hold on to it? Will they put it to effect? Will they try it? Take the man down. Smoke some Molotovs up to try and find out here. Bolt's watching out the backstab just in case the CTs are coming in from mid, and indeed they are. They've vacated A. Molotovs down to try hold positions. Do make their way up and over, so Bolt's got a lot of work to do with his scout. Headshot that I take the first frag against the likes of Voltage. Damage done. Takes Akin of the second. Good headshot on Snakes. With Spongy also going down. Grim dealt with 1 versus 4 for Exceed. They can find that M4. That would be fantastic. Snecky's backstabbing his way in. Exceed with a lot of work to do, and indeed the CZ will take him down. Can they find that M4? I don't think they can. No, they do. Lucas picks it up, so there you go. LG, 10. Double digits reached first by the T-side line. Quest now with enough to go for the buy up here. Orgs and M4s will come through. No AWP, never mind. Snake's buying into one anyway. He's actually got the Kevlar out as well. I thought it was going to be glass cannon. The scouts that in play from Luminosity get the tag damage onto Spongy first at the cross. All 5 stack in to the B tunnels. and only one man to defend it. Snakes with the big green gun. Can he mount up to the small weapons of Luminosity? Flashes over from Spongy, missing out entirely. Neck is going to regress, take down the AWP player. Spongy with a trade back on the M4, and they are suppressed out towards the tunnel's entrance. Exit on a back direction. He could do a ton of damage. Lining up several. Spray on the first man, and the second. Not quite the third. Lucas trades it, but a man advantage still obtained by the Quest backstab. The 3v2 scenario, the bomb rotating away from tunnels, and Lucas could rotate towards A site if he wanted to. He's making a little bit of noise. Given the notion that that might be a possibility, but Voltage now cuts it off, so the option is off the table. A minute to go here, no utility left for Lucas and Steel. They've got to win off Angels alone. One smoke will get picked up eventually, put down towards the B doors. No reface back in from window. And the Molotov picked up over the dead body. Molotov on towards that window position, going to try and spray through, and eventually the bomb plant should get secured by Lucas. At the default corner, Grim. Waiting here with Lucas, not low HP, a low magazine count, no bullet count. Smokes in for Grim and Voltage, that's all the utility they got to work with here for the Quest retake. Slowly prompt into the bomb site. Still spotted, headshot angle locked, and Lucas there, revealing his position to take out Voltage. Burst on through, and Grim will be able to get the trade frag. The defuse will come through. Full 10 seconds, no kit needed. The Quest are going to have their 10th back in against Luminosity. But you consider that we're still SMGs and 2 scouts in play for LG, and that's not actually that bad of a round. Money is built beyond belief for the T side, and they can invest into the full-blown rifles, AWPs for Henny. And a Krieg out for Lucas. A technical pause, it seems. Having some DC issues a little earlier for the LG side. Looks like it might come in for the likes of Quest. Voltage's ping is spiked. Hopefully it won't be too long, much like the other one that we had a moment ago. Look at some of the stats that we've been given so far here. 17 kills for Spongy. Top fragging right now for Quest, and only one behind the 2 top fraggers of Nekis and Lucas over on the Luminosity side. Should also be noted as well that the tech issue now over. The Quest side is only going to buy a little bit onto Snakes here. I was going to say for a moment, it should be noted that the economy state of Quest is not 100% amazing. Early players coming out from Luminosity. AK's in out towards the long position. AWP on Henny here as Exceed catches off. Neki is over to the lower tunnels. And Quest flashes over. Spongy nades up. Henny with the AWP up. Does catch visual to Exceed. Takes him down. 4 versus 4. Gap and a smoke, and is still getting jumped over. Voltage going to miss out the first man. Catch the second though. No re-smoke down towards the cross. Eventually they will get it up, so the bomb can cross successfully and safely. Still got Spongy out towards Viking. If they plant open for him, then he might be able to take a couple of good frags. Molotov down, and bomb plant is going to be down at default, so no face from Spongy. He will not go for this eventually. Will peek up eventually. Not spotted out by Lucas. He still considers the option. It's on their radar right now for the T-side line. Lucas facing back away from Goose, holding back away from Grim. Rika peeks it, and in the end, Grim will take him down. Man advantage, 2 men advantage, faded back to 1, and even Stevens here for Steel and Henny. Now Henny, last man left out towards long, bomb planting for default as well, so he can't hold too close towards the corner, and they know that is good flick back on Spongy though. 3 kills to his name and a 1 versus 1. Grim's got a HP advantage, eventually the spray will come through, and he will get the defuse, get Quest up to 11.
Bomb has been defused.
A big round from him, AWP recovered. And the defensive just about holds for Quest. Of course, the rebuy will come in from Luminosity. They've got the economical advantage here. With still an SMG left for Snakes, Luminosity can shut down Quest. The only thing they have left to fall back on is their loss bonus, of which is now starting to dwindle to, I think, about a round at this stage. Yeah, 1 round loss bonus, so it actually could be a reset opportunity here for Luminosity. Exceed takes the first man, aggressive towards the mid position. Steel dead and buried. Him and Spongy fall back. Nekis looks in. Spray back on Exceed. 4 versus 4, 28 points of health, and Spongy with Incendiary down to do a little bit of damage. Bolts back against him. Spongy falls back away from the position. Grim trying to hold out with the AUG. Watching out for the headshot angle of Lucas, and Bolts taps on towards both the players. Looks on for the triple against Henny. Leg shot against him, and eventually he's the last man standing. Low HP. Spongy comes in to clean up the other 2 frags. And Quest's A-site control is held very confidently against Luminosity. Finally a good round with confidence about 4 players staying alive. The tactical timeout coming in from the Quest now. Not the Quest, excuse me, Luminosity. Excuse me, my bad. I'm being an idiot. Heavy investment coming back in from LG. Rifles at play, Mach 10 on Nekis, and the Deagle for Lucas will be the main sticking points here for the buy-up of the T side. And yeah, put these long-range weapons to play at the long position, and when the hit comes through, the Mach 10 of Nekis better be doing some damage to the helmetless players of Spongy. And close-range spray downs with flash support from his teammates, so it's going to be a difficult round to say the least here for LG. Smokes up. Nades at the ready. Incendiary's back as well from the likes of Voltage. Snakes. Oh, big backstab, but they're going to get ready for this. Will he be heard? Oh, he's spotted out by Bolt. Sprayed up, taken down, however. Opening frag for the CT line. As one of the AKs as well is dropped. That's a big, big frag for Quest to find. On the back of Lucas as well. Voltage will get out. Nekis back to a 5 on 3. Still comes up the trade back to evens and eventually taking the man advantage with a lone AK left in play. Incendiary down the bomb site, facing from Snakes to the AUG. 2 kills to his name, swapping out for his teammate's weapon. Bomb planted back over at default, I believe. Yep, default for Steel. Spotted out Gopher coming up over the default box, leaving all to Henny. Orp in this position, tried to win it out last time, smokes up and over, small gap to work with, he will catch Snakes back to 1 versus 1, and Voltage on ramp with his own Orp, trying to isolate the peak, trying to get the frag onto Henny, and Henny's not peeking, tapped once, face not coming through from the Orp with the T side, he may have just done enough at this stage, faces back in still to get the kill, and he's got complete vision over the bomb site, 2 to his name, and Luminosity stay alive at 11 on the T side board. A very, very close affair set up. With another timeout coming in for the Brazilians. Understandably so, you know, that backstab I think was a little bit unacceptable. Should have been a kill for Bolts every day. But it wasn't. 4 players will go down. Also got to consider the economy state of the Quest. LG will have to go in for the buy up here, but how are they going to try and outplay what the Quest want to do here? Looks like it might be a forced investment of their own. Grim on 1400, so it's not ideal on the CT setup. LG giving their opponents an opportunity to think as well. USP's on 4, P2K for Snakes. And 0 investment coming in from the CT. I say that and Spongy buys a scout, so what do I know? But this is basically an eco, for all intents. Probably will mean LG will get themselves up and over to 12-12 on the board. Aggression coming in from Snakes with a 5-7, brought up some upgraded pistols. Scout in for Spongy, being the main sticking point right now for the CT lineup. 3 players out towards short, taking tags on tags again, still trying to take this man down. The USP is missing all the bullets though. And it only gets down to 87. Well, the AWP of Henny striking in towards mid. Damage done to Nekis though. Could we get taken out? The scout shot from Spongy, and Grim comes in with a kill onto the man. It's close. 3v4. And AK picked up, and Grim turns on towards Lucas. No way they're going to make this work. Quest, surely you won't. Bolts in, scope up, complete no scopes instead. 1 versus 3 for Steel. And the Quest may have just pulled off an impossible round to make work here. Eco out, 2 spray downs from Steel. Tries to keep control, but no idea where Snakes is, out towards the lower tunnels. And the 5-7 on 12, 15, 13 HP for Steel 0. Steel 0? Wow. Steely Gout. Would be nice if you actually put your actual name into the thing, but I digress. Doesn't help when you've got dyslexia in a castings format. A bomb planted. Open for long. Snakes. Khalil out, probably going to realise where Snakes. Planted 4, taps once. 10 seconds to the defuse, no kit for him as Steel gets spotted and he gets the kill. Jump face, low HP, giving up the ghost. And Snakes, this will be close actually, will he get this? Oh, no he won't, oh my word. Not acting fast enough today, Steel with 3. We are back in at evens here. With a rifle round that can come in confident from the Quest. They have done a ton of damage to the T-side line. Their own investment in this round looking awkward AF. 2 AKs, 1 Krieg, Mac 10 in for Nekis, and also for Henny as well. Smokes out from the man, 2 players up in Snakes and Spongy. Out towards the lower tunnels, it's Bolts aggressing first. Henny with a flashbang at the helm, keeping Grim away from the short position. Molotovs and flashes, control mid, but short is the main issue. Flash in from Lucas, will try and drive them away, will not allow LG to peek up though. Carefully in towards Voltage position. Mac 10 spray from Nekis wins out the fight. Smokes down towards mid to B, just barely going in his direction. Lucas on a Molotov, down towards the likes of Grim, will catch him on the face-up. Second kill going in the favour of the T sideline as they enter towards B. 2 CTs there to phase exit, going for distraction. As Spongy comes up with 1 kill, it's back to a 3 versus 2. And still players here on the bomb side. Bolt isolates 1 and the second. And there you go. Quest lose the lead, back to LG. AK's in against the Eco pistols out from the Quest. They were able to make an Eco work earlier. P250's in for the Quest. Obviously, in a round like this, Bolts comes up, lots of damage done. Voltage looking for his second kill. In the end, Grim and Voltage will go down. Four-on-2 situation. Meanwhile, Steel aggressing in against Snakes and Spongy here towards lower tunnels. P250 does get 1 quick kill, but I think the AK he has to save here. Faced up by Necky's close range. Aim punch. Spray down. 14 on the board for LG. 2 rounds away from taking the map and the series by extension. Again, they are leading by 1. Inferno went their way. Will Dust 2 do the same? It might all rest in this last round. This last buy-up round for the Quest side. 4 rounds lost, bonus max in the next one. Here comes Bolt Spray up for the first. Not quite the second. Grim will trade it. And Lucas can't trade it back. Meanwhile, aggression coming into towards the short position from the Luminosity side. The CTs realise this is coming forward and they will get paying for it. Steel and Neckies. Quick frags on Voltage and Grim. And a 4 versus 2 is a sheer aggression coming out from the Brazilians. Will net them the bomb site, net them the plant, and net them the round because Snakes and Spongy are not going for this. Hold on to their rifles because they'll need them for the final round. What could be the final round, at least against LG, 15-12. And overtime is not the most impossible thing in the world, and previous map it was. Here come the CTs, smokes up, trying to get towards the B bomb site initially, sprays in, Lucas out towards lower tunnels, takes out Snakes, starts off on the right foot here. So aggression will come in from Grim as he gets ready for the face back against him. Lucas not safe, burst in, damage going to be done, he takes the second kill. On for the triple, he gets them all, and that might be the dismantle that the LG side need. He holds back, looking for XC, bursts over the Quadra, can't quite take him down, but Spongy taking damage in the mid-face, will get that kill back. The bomb, meanwhile, makes its way up towards the A-bomb site. 3v2 scenario. A hell of a task up for them here. Spongy extremely low. Molotov's in as XC tries to find a way in here towards CT. Molotov's down. Space in from Steel, gets the first on for the second kill. In the end, it's Necky to take that final frag. 16-12, and Luminosity, a back and forth struggle on Dust 2 eventually ends with 6 rounds in a row and a 2-0 series to their favor. They're moving on to the lower bracket semi-finals for their chance at the minor itself. They will be taking on the winners of the Team 1 versus Bad News Bears series. That match, I think, just finished as well, so it will be Team 1, yes, taking the victory above those guys. So an all-Brazilian brawl for that matchup. That's coming up a little bit later on in the show. However, for the next matchup we have on stream, it will be ATK versus Singularity in about an hour's time. So stick with us for that time being. If you want to go for a quick break and get a meal like I'm going to go doing so, then you can go ahead and do the same as well. And while you wait, you can type !caster in the Twitch chat to follow my personal Twitter if you did enjoy any of today's casting. We're going to go to a break. Be back in an hour for ATK versus Singularity.
Charge up your game with excitement. Highest odds on the market. Coverage of all live and pre-match events. Place your bets with Solid Bookmaker and win with your favorite teams. Take what's rightfully yours with GG.bet.